PJ out of Arizona. And let's see here. PJ, welcome to the show. You're on the air.
Yeah, Jesse, can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
How you doing?
All is well, PJ.
Yeah, I had a question just regarding my situation.
Okay.
I have a grandfather that's going to be going into a hospice pretty soon. And I wanted to see what your take or your insight would be as far as going to the hospice. Right now, I just don't. I'm not getting along with my family very well right now.
Mm-hmm.
It's my mom's father. So, and I blocked her not too long ago just because she was bugging me.
Right.
So, I'm just dealing with my own internal immediate family stuff that, I'm going through. And, is the reason why I'm not talking to her is because my mom did interfere with that stuff. And it's just like, I can't, I just don't want to, be around, family right now. That makes sense.
Nice. It makes 100% sense.
But my son actually notified me yesterday of my grandfather they're going to put him in a hospice. And I don't know, I know you say all thoughts are lies, and I'm still trying to come to terms with that. And I do see what you're saying about it, though. My thoughts did definitely take over. It's like, what if I do this, or I'm going to do this, and start doing what if scenarios. But I started really getting deep into my thinking, and it's weird how your thoughts really do take over.
Yeah.
And it's like, I started thinking, like, for example, what if my grandfather dies and then I don't go to the funeral? How will my family, how would my family take it, and how would they perceive me after that? And I really, it's just like, I don't know. Is that selfish of me if I don't go to the funeral? Because I used to go there all the time to see my grandfather at the time, but it's just a bad time for me right now to where I don't want to see any of my family.
And how would it be selfish? The question itself doesn't even make sense. How would that be selfish if you didn't go to him? Is he dead already?
He's not dead already, but he is on his way out.
And so why think about if it's not even time to think about if. You have to wait till that moment happens, if it should happen, and you will see the right thing to do. And what you're making a mistake of doing, you're living in the future, which is of your father, the devil. You need to just live in the present and just stay present and live in the present. You'll see what to do.
And I see what you're saying. And you said, you asked me what's selfish about it. And I was thinking, like, is it selfish on my part because it is my mom's father and I should be there for her, or, be there for my family members?
But I don't understand why it'd be selfish. What good is it gonna do her to be there, for you to be there?
That's what I would say. Like,
no, that was a question.
I don't know.
So why would you even consider a thought like that? It's not going to do your mother any good either way. It just make her feel good, which is all ego. She just get a thrill that she can act any kind of way, and there you are.
Yeah. I see what you're saying. And it's my son, if anything, it's like, you know what? My son reached out to me, and he hasn't talked to me for probably about a year now. And
how old is he?
He's 21.
Who told him to reach out to you?
That's what I'm wondering. I don't know. I don't know who told him to reach out to me.
Next time he does, you ask, who told you to call me about this? Because
exactly.
I could be wrong, but I'm pretty sure he didn't think of that on his own. Somebody pushed him to do it.
The only person that I would think that was probably reaching out is probably my mom, because she can't reach out. She can't reach out to me, right? Because I already blocked her.
Yep. And so she's
So
coming to you through your son. She's like the devil. She's using your son.
exactly, that's what I was thinking. And I don't know, should I just tell my son, like, hey, I haven't responded to him because, it's like they only reach out to me, through other people or when they want something. And I just, I don't know. What should I just let him know, like, hey, okay, well, thanks for letting me know, and, and just be on my way, or just not even respond, or should I don't know, Jesse, it's
When you say
my thought.
they ought to reach out, who you refer? Your children ought to reach out to you. Are you referring to your children or someone else? They ought
My
to reach out
children,
to
but
me when they want something.
yeah, or somebody else is trying to reach out to me. They're
Oh,
using like my example. For example, my mom, she's using my kids for, for her to get through the news,
yeah.
and I just don't know how to respond that to my son. It's like,
I wouldn't
should I
respond
just,
at all. If you
what's that?
know that that's why he's doing it, she's using
Uh huh.
him for you, I would tell him, you know what? Don't ever reach out to me if my mother or anyone else tell you to. You only do it when you want to. Don't do that for anyone else. You got to become your own man. And tell him that
Yeah,
if he does that, you're not going to respond. But don't be angry. Just tell him.
yeah. And see, like I think when they use the kids like that, through, like, for example, my mom is using my son, and me and my wife are separated, so I think it sends us maybe like a false sense of hope for the kids, like, hey, maybe this will get our parents together. That's
Yeah. Mothers are
that's what I kind of see
evil.
it.
Mothers are evil and grandmothers are evil, and they do that, but they destroy the kids for their own ego purposes. They don't care about your children or their children or anyone. It's all about themselves. That's exactly what they do. And then they set the kids up like that because the kids
Hmm.
thinking, well, maybe my father and mother will get back together. And when it doesn't happen, they'll blame you for it.
Yeah,
They don't see
and
that they've been set up by their mother.
yeah, I can see that, and it for me, it's just I'm dealing with the separation of me and my wife and whatever my family are going through, and I'm just dealing with what I got to do every day, which is work, and and just worrying about myself to better myself. And it doesn't have to involve. It doesn't involve anybody else. This is my issue that I'm
Yeah.
dealing with, and
Yeah.
I just don't want to see any family. It's like at this particular time in my life because I'm dealing with my own issue.
Well, it's time for you to live your life and work on you. And don't you wish everybody else well, but you just work on
Hmm.
you. You should do that. It's the right thing to do.
Okay, it's so hard not to have any emotions, caught up into it and be angry or whatever. It's like that's why I can see why you say, do the silent prayer every day.
Are you doing it every day?
No, I'm not.
Well, then suffer and die. What the?
Yeah, I do it once a day, but I see why you say do it morning and night.
The Father said, be aware all day, every day. And the greatest sin is to forget to be aware. And by you not doing it, you're suffering.
Mm.
You're getting what you deserve.
Hmm. Okay. So, like, okay, I see what you're saying. All right.
All right. So, did you apologize? Did you forgive your mother for what she done?
I did a while back ago, and yeah, I did a while back ago. But it's funny how, like you say, like like your mind just takes over, and it's like, did I really forgive her? I don't know if I forgave her or not, but
It's not.
I did. I did do it, face to face. So
Well,
I did, but
then move on with your life.
that's why I blocked her
Yeah.
because I'm trying to move on with my life.
Well, move on. Stay with the silent prayer so the power of love, which is of God, will keep you on that straight and narrow path. You're not your thoughts and you're not your feelings, so stop identifying with that.
Okay.
All right?
All right.
All right, let me know how it goes.
Okay. Thank you, Jason.
All right.